I always do a little bit of a Mr. Robot report, and this week we didn't have too much tech in Mr. Robot. We had a lot of interesting mind games and revelations, but the one tech point that I think we spoke about before is that, now this is going to be spoiler territory for anybody who's watching, is that the Midland City website, Elliot is being forced to work on it, and he goes ahead and he acts as if he's bringing it up, but what he's actually doing is he's exposing it outside of the dark web. And I'm going to say Tor in specific because we know from the previous episode that it was configured with Tor. And he's exposed to the outside world, which means that it's open to scrutiny, it's open to law enforcement taking a look at it, it's open to search engines indexing it. And as a result of that, the feds come barging in and seize the server and seize everything and arrest, oh my gosh, I can't remember his name, Ray. They arrest Ray. This all happens within the span of maybe 5 minutes, which is ridiculous. I mean, I understand you have an hour-long show, you can only fit so much in, but going from server hitting the internet to FBI at your door in 5 minutes is absolutely crazy.
They were probably driving by.
They just happened to be in the neighborhood with a SWAT team. And they're like, there's that guy. We should probably just say hi, see how he's doing, maybe bust him and arrest him. Yeah, but I mean, I got a little bit of a laugh out of that. There's a much bigger reveal as to that might explain some of that, and I am going to spoil it for everybody, but Elliot has not been at his mom's. Elliot has not been visiting Ray at his house. Elliot has been in prison the whole season. That's kind of it's a big twist, and it also calls into question basically everything we know about what just happened for the whole season. So there may be explanations as to why Elliot's being allowed to use a computer in jail, or who are the people that he's been talking to and why they're all acting standoffish. And actually our producer made a really good point about the way they framed the shots where Elliot and somebody else is sitting at the opposite ends of a table talking to each other, and that's actually them talking through the glass during visiting hours, which is kind of cool. I think, in my opinion, the most interesting part of this season that hasn't really been explained yet is what Price and White Rose are actually talking about on the phone, because White Rose, who, if we've been paying attention, is actually somehow involved with Chinese state security, and Price, the head of E-Corp, have been having phone calls about some mysterious plan they're working on. I think it has something to do with eCoin, which is the evil corp version of Bitcoin, I think. And I don't know what it is yet, but it seems like they're playing each other against each other. Somehow some other character in the show is involved as a figure, and they haven't said who, but they said it's a she. Darlene? Or, I don't know, Angela? So, anyway, I'm going to keep watching. I'm excited.
This is definitely one of those episodes that makes you want to go back
and rewatch everything.
Exactly.
Or just go to Reddit
because I'm sure
that
there is things that you'll now pick up on now that you know this little piece of information that will make other things sort of make sense. So
somebody on Reddit actually had a thread, like the very first episode, he wrote a synopsis of why he thinks Elliot's in prison. And I had read it, I'm like, that's silly. He's digging for stuff.
Right.
And you go back and read and go, you nailed it. So anyway, enough of my fanboy moments.